Hello everyone, this is Nathalie the blogger, and I'm coming back today with a special insider onto the Colony Mars series about GERALD M. Kilby, an indie author, which is my favorite one. Indie author in a sci-fi series so far, so if you want to know everything about it, just keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you're not gonna miss any more other videos coming up your way. But in the meantime, we're gonna start to talk about the Colony Mars series that I loved so much. Sci-fi, like I said, we are in Mars the whole time. Slightly in the future, it doesn't really matter when, just slightly in the future. In Colony 1 Mars, I'm gonna do my best at telling you what I can because there is so much stuff happening, so it means too many spoilers for you, and I don't want to spoil anything because it is worth being discovered by yourself. A small crew coming 3 years after the first Mars manned mission has been sent onto Mars to starting the colonization of the planet. It was 50 persons who has been sent. They have started to build 2 different base camp. The first one named Colony 1, that's the name. And after a huge storm, Earth is losing absolutely every communication with Mars. They have no idea what is going on. Is there still somebody alive? So that's why 3 years later, with that crew, that small handful of people, they are decided to go onto the surface and see what is going on. Mainly, we are following Jan Malbec, the doctor, Jan Malbec, and wow, she is a tough cookie, and I love that character so much. Pretty much right at the beginning, despite very few, I think it's a handful or maybe less than a handful of corpses onto the surface, they don't really see more than that. But remember, they were 50, so where are they? With the expressions on their face, it seems that they have died of a excruciating pain, or some members has been cut off of the bodies a few hours after their arrival. Still, this is nothing major to reveal. The commander captain of their crew of Jan Malbec is starting to, how can I say, become nuts, to want to kill everyone with an axe, I think, and pretty much scary. So the rest of the crew members are trying to stay alive, and Jan Malbec is gonna try to discover what is going on. Apparently it should be some kind of an infection, a disease, a virus, but a killer one. But it is so fast. I mean, like fast-paced. Like I said, since the first few sentences, it is action after action and nothing else. She is not afraid, that doctor, Jan Malbec, to go for it. And oh man, this is such a character that for every woman, and for hopefully many others, men as well. Well, GERALD M. Kilby is a man, so thank you for writing and creating such a delightful character. This is everything that I can tell you for Colony 1 Mars. The second installment, named Colony 2 Mars, which is the name of the second base camp of the group who came onto Mars 3 years before. We are, I think, 3 years after the event of the first installment. So what I can tell you, she needs to have more answers, and she kind of not gonna have any choice at getting those answers about what happened on Mars because of that killing virus. Because of what happened and what it represents, it became such a deal for Earth that Earth is slightly becoming a huge problem for Mars, and especially for the Dr. Jan Malbec. She's gonna have to fight beyond possible once again, and I can tell you nothing else, but this is awesome. And you're gonna have now the third installment, Colony 3 Mars. No, this isn't another third base camp. We are following after the event of the second installment with what happened. Oh man, the third installment is again as fast-paced. The only thing I can tell you is that Mars is gonna have to fight Earth. Yes. And once again, Dr. Jan Malbec, she's doing everything, that woman. She is defending Mars. She's ready to defend with her life. Again and again and again. The ending of the third one is so good then that you are like, I'm sure something bad will happen. I'm sure something bad will happen. She's gonna regret taking that decision with Earth. You have to understand that Colony 1, Colony 2, Colony 3 Mars they are the core, if you want, of the series. JEZERO City, the fourth one, can be read a part of them. So if you haven't read anything, you can if you want. You have some small slice of history back of what happened, so you're not gonna be lost, but you're gonna miss so much cool stuff that happened, and that it's just gonna be a shame of not reading the first one. And I'm probably sure that if you are just reading JEZERO City, you will want to go back and read what happened with the first one. So JEZERO City, we are 10 years after the event of Colony 3 Mars. I can only tell you because I always have to be careful and not really revealing anything. Mars has been able to develop. There are a lot of people on the planet. I can tell you that the body of one of the first colonists of the planet, the 50 persons being sent onto the planet, has been found dead. And Jan Malbec is extremely suspicious, maybe paranoid, but it's a real good necessary paranoia that it's not an accident the way that he died, that it might has been a murder. So what is going on? And she is asking one of the new colonists coming onto the planet, Mia, to investigate, because on Earth she was a cop, if I remember right. And she just want to have someone who's going to have more the instinct of doing that kind of job, because it has to be a shush one. So we are mainly following that new character, Mia. She's gonna discover some really dark secret that you can kind of suspect, because when you have all of the explanations of what happened during the last 10 years, where we are now, that I can tell you, and because it's easy to be suspicious with Earth, you don't have any idea of how deep, dark it is, the thing that's going to happen, but the idea is just here. But so to have the answer, and again to save everyone, and so it will be Mia who will do the job. Oh man, that was so good. JEZERO City, it was such an enjoyment once again. And as an author myself, and as an author who doesn't like to stay really to create a series or to stay too long in a series, I feel bad at saying that, Gerald, please, if you feel like it, keep going with Colony Mars series. I do love Dr. Jan Malbec. I want to know what's going to happen after what happened in the fourth installment, or if you want to pick up with Arster X and what happened, it's like, please feel free, but I'm not gonna be mad if you don't want to keep following that series, because I can understand that there is something else in life for an author to create. But oh, that's a so good series. I think all of them 5 stars. It is really my favorite sci-fi series so far, and knowing that this is coming from an indie author, it's such a pleasure. So I hope that everything that I told you is enough to tempt you to go and pick up those books and read. So if that's the case, please let me know down onto the comment section what you thought about it, so we can have a chat. And until the next time, have some passionate readings.